Hi, this is Simon
and Adrian
from the Polish psychedelic shamanic doom stoner metal band Sunnata, and you are listening to the Bloodshoot with the Vampire on Metal Messsiah Radio International.
Simon and Adrian, it's a great pleasure to have you here on the Bloodshot with the Vampire on Metal Messsiah Radio International.
Indeed.
Hi there.
As we start this interview, could you please explain us more about the meaning of the band name Sonata?
We are from Poland, so to explain it in English for us, it's going to be even more harder. But in shortcut, it's the way to avoid your ego.
Sonata, the well-known group in Poland and one of the pillars of the scene. Your debut album was in 2014, talking about Climbing the Colossus. Your doom masterpiece, Zorya, in 2016. Afterward, with Outlands in 2018, the band are mixing doom, grunge, and progressive elements and in very fantastic way. So, for all of you, I'm talking about to the audience now, they're listening. It's impossible not to have this brand new opus burning in heaven, melting on earth in your collection. Guys from Sonata, tell us, how does it feel like for the band to have this new album out?
According to pandemic situation, of course, it's hard to release anything because of distance that we need to keep. It was really hard to record anything, to create anything. That's why we had to work much harder than normal. But still, when you release one album, then you have a hunger for making another one, so you do another one. This is the fourth album of ours. It doesn't matter if it's third or fourth or fifth. It's always the same amount of energy that we put in and the same amount of energy that someone will receive, we hope.
Okay, guys, how was this band formed and who are those who completed the current band lineup now?
Sonata is the same guys. Before we had a different name and we had a different people. From the Sonata moment, this is the same people.
But could you please, present the members? You're doing the vocals and guitars, right?
Yes.
Okay, who else?
Adrian Gadomski, this is the other guitar. On the bass, there is Michal Dobrzanski. On the drums, there is Robert Ruszczyk.
Okay, after having released Zorya, that was in 2016, Sonata second release has been noticed by important international media such as Terrorizer magazine, Nation, Hard Rock Germany, as well as major Polish journals, including Metal Hammer Poland, Music magazine, and Noise magazine. How did you guys felt back then being recognized by all these great metal magazines?
It's really nice to see article in a magazine. How do we feel? It's very nice feeling, yeah.
I'm very glad that you get so many recognition, guys.
It's up to their judgment.
After dropping one of the best album of 2016, Zorya, the Polish released their third album, Outlands, in 2018, which is a must listen for all those who love epic and crushing doom music. The sound is very unique, melting a lot of influences that created a powerful atmosphere. Tell us, how was this album received by fans and critics? Have you guys done many tours and shows like you have done for Zorya?
We didn't have a lot of tours. If we are talking about 2 tours per year, then we can say that it was a lot. But we made like 2 tours and several shows. It is always great to visit new countries, new people, and join all these festivals and the people who are organizing it and the people who are listening. We are missing to do it at the moment in the pandemic times.
So I miss to be at the festivals as well. I can't believe that 2021 will be like 2020. I can't believe this. Talking about being around, before I forget, I had this great opportunity to be in Poland. That was in Gdansk when we was there before crossing over to Czech Republic for the festival there. We stay a week or a weekend, I can't remember now, in Gdansk, and which we had a lot of fun and very beautiful place.
Gdańsk, it's very beautiful.
Yeah. Feral Wilderness Prophet, Sonata, a 4-piece Warsaw-based shamanic doom metal band, just released their 4th full-length album, Burning in Heaven, Melting on Earth, last 26th of February. The band have premiered their first single, Crows, last December 3rd. For the first track, the album proved to be very good. Crows perfectly represent the sound of Sonata, the darker than a usual doom, while retaining that grunge influence. How was the title of this album being chosen? Any special reason the band have decided on Crows as the album's first single?
Some of us said that it's going to be a bit different because the vocals at the beginnings and is more dynamic.
At the same time, last February 11, you guys have released the second single from this new album, which is the track Black Serpent. What can you tell us about this song?
That it was the hardest song to record because there is 2 people to sing, and in that song there was 4 people to sing, and we don't know at the moment how we are going to play it live. Really, you can hear the shouts. It's going to be hard to play it live, but it's up to us how we are going to do it, because all the songs, when you are creating things in a studio, it's up to the band, of course, but you don't know how it will be played and how it will be received on live gig. So
I'm sure you guys gonna do it great, man. I'm sure I can be positive.
Hopefully, okay. We are not. This is the most complicated. Let's say it contains different elements in this song. That's why we chose this one. It's interesting according to these elements.
Burning in heaven, melting on earth, where the new song Adventure of the Polish Sonata, and the novelties of this album is the adventure in shamanic lands. Please, if you don't mind, share with us a little bit, about this adventure into shamanic lands.
What we like in our music, the way we express it is, let's say it's shamanic, let's say it's like a church music a bit. We look like monks and stuff, but still, if you try to connect it with any religion, we are against that because we just like the style of it. We wouldn't like to connect it with any religion because we don't want to. This is the thing.
Okay, guys, to continue with this interview, after have received very great feedback from fans and media all over the world for the previous releases, I see that the band is once again releasing a new album independently. Why is that you are not working with a record label at this stage of the band's career?
So in general, all the labels, they have terms that you have to follow. That means that you will receive some amount of percentage of your energy that you put in, your money, anything. Of course, all the bands would like to receive as much as possible. The problem is that the record labels want to take part of it. If you want to take more for yourself and run it as your own business, let's call it a business. It's the wrong word, but let's call it. Then you try to do it on your own. And that's the way we started to do it, because at the beginning, no labels want to take you. So until now, it happens that we don't have any label. During the times that we released our albums, we had some propositions, but after thinking about it, we thought that it's a better idea to do it on our own. Until now, we don't want to say that we don't want to have a label, but until now it didn't happen. We do it on our own. In our opinion, we do it quite well.
But what I mean, you guys are open for any proposition, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Simon and guys, the fourth album by you guys explored different angles on the themes of religious fanaticism, burning in heaven, melting on earth, questions the sacrifice of individual self, general sense of trusting your life to a crystal ethereal being represented by humans of flesh, bones, and sins, and discuss consequences of doing so. We pass through our life driven by blind faith and false leader, keeping our goals outside the reach until we die, convinced that the time has come, while in reality it is long gone. I mean, who was responsible for the songwritings, and how was the recording, mixing, and mastering with Michal Dobrzanski at Nebula Studio, Poland gone?
Maciej Karbowski from Nebula Studio. He was the one who was responsible for recording and mastering our album. We know him from his band, as we played with them on a tour. He played in a Tides from Nebula band, and we played with them on a tour. We knew each other from the past times, and when we recorded, it was of course much easier to work with him. All the work's gone great. The studio is his, so He's the boss there, and he was really friendly for us. So according to all the recordings that we made, I'm quite sure that all of us from the band said that was the one of the best recordings we had.
Great.
Yeah.
Tell me, responsible for songwriting, was there anything gone differently this time while doing the songwriting? I mean, compared to the previous albums?
Yeah, of course. But not because that was the fourth album, but because the pandemic came. The problem was strictly logistical. So we can say that most of the album material was made separately. We start to investigate how to do it on distance, spoke with our friends from different bands how to do it, and then we got knowledge how to do it as well. We did it on distance. It was totally different from the previous albums, and that's why we think that this album is great victory of our work.
You, Szymon, are, if I may say, the major songwriting, and you write something, then you contact the rest of the band and you guys go over it. I mean, how do you do it?
Okay, let's make it straight. I'm not the guy who is writing the music and the lyrics, not at all. We do it equally.
Okay, yeah, known from expressive live performances, playing 50 plus shows a year all around Europe. Sonata has already took part in international festivals such as Tallinn Music Week, Desert Fest, Berlin, Doom of Rock, and been invited to share stage with Mastodon, Uncle Acid, and the Dead Beats, to say some, the Swart Kailisha, just to name a few. And the most remarkable influences in the metal scene, with all festival already canceled, I mean, all over the world in 2020, and some are announcing their cancellation for 2021 since this COVID is still devastating the world. How are you guys planning to promote this brand new album?
We released it already, and the promotion goes from few months before. We use our contacts. We have our PR agency that helps us with us, and Robert, our drummer, is the one who contact with them and also organizing gigs as well. So in that case, we already got know something about how to promote ourselves during past years, and that's why we already started to promote it before, and we continue to do it at the moment, and probably some weeks or months in the future.
But how do you believe that you guys, seeing that this pandemic will continue? I mean, even for this year, 2021, are there going to be any streaming live show going to be on? I mean, you guys are thinking about in that direction?
Of course, we think that in that direction. We would love to play gigs, but especially when we release the fourth album. But we don't know nothing about pandemic. Don't know what will happen tomorrow. So the thing that we would love to do is play the gigs. So if we will be allowed to do it, we will do it as fast as possible, but we are not in charge of it. Do our best to promote our album at the moment. That's all we can do.
If I may ask, Szymon, how are the restrictions now in Poland at the moment?
It's very dynamic. At the moment, they are talking about the third wave going across the Poland, and like in all the countries, we have problems with the injection. Yeah, we are waiting for it because this is the main cure, we believe, and it's really hard thing. Yeah, we don't know nothing. We want to play the gigs, but we are not in charge of it. I mean, I'm repeating myself, so. Yeah.
Tell us before I close this interview, how about t-shirt? How about the different format that this album is available?
Unfortunately, as we are not in a label, we do it on a Bandcamp, and that's probably, as far as I know, this is the only way to order our album is on a Bandcamp. So Sonata Bandcamp, and you will find all merchandise that we have, and you can order it there. You can sell it all around the world. At the moment, we are organizing it and sending.
You know, I think to talk a little bit about the album, the cover artwork is, I love the picture that you guys have chosen to be on this cover artwork, and I think this looks fantastic on a t-shirt. I can't wait to put my hands on. Is this available already, a t-shirt with the cover artwork on?
Yes, it is. On the pre-order, it was a different one. At the moment, we have on a maroon color or burgundy, whatever. But you can order it on the Bandcamp. The cover was discussed by us and proposed by our drummer, as far as I remember, right? Yeah. He proposed to put a picture. That was the first time we have a picture on the front cover. We thought about it and we decided that it's a good thing because we haven't get it yet. We like new things. That's why all the albums are quite a bit different, but still somehow connected. It's the same with the covers. We love it. And the funny thing is probably not a lot of people knows it, that it's not a woman, it's a guy over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it's so great. You can innovate. I mean, create something different, something modern. And you guys are doing it. I'm very happy for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, this Burning Heaven and the Melting on Earth is an excellent album which sees the Polish venturing into the shamanic vibe of our scene, adding a new ingredient to this great pot of stew of influence that Sonata has given us. In the meantime, Szymon, I want to thank you very much for having made this interview possible. I want to hand you over the microphone of Messsiah Radio for you to invite all your friends, all your fans to support the bands, to buy the band's previous albums and to buy this brand new album, Burning in Heaven and Melting on Earth, which was released last February 26, 2021, independently. The microphone is all yours, Szymon.
Thank you to Messsiah for the interview, and thank you guys for being with us in these hard times, pandemic ones, and we hope we will see each other somewhere on the gigs. Yeah, if you would like to support us, order the merchandise, order our new album. Hopefully you will like it, and hugs from Poland.
Okay, guys, I want to say hi to Adrian. I want to say hi to Michael. I want to say hi to Robert and to all the fans in the back there. With you, Szymon. Hands up, and thank you for this great music. Thank you for again putting out a great album like this one, Burning in Hell, Melting on Earth. By this album, I mean, when you hear Crows and when you hear Black Serpent, there's no way you can not have this great album in your collection. So I highly recommend for you to support this great album and this great band, Sunnata. Okay, Szymon, I wish you all the best. Yes, for this great new album. I wish you all the best for the band, and I hope to see you guys on the road. This pandemic, let's knock on wood here, should be finished very soon, and that you guys are gonna start touring. And I hope to return back to Poland, beautiful place that I love so much, and to meet you guys on the road. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Like I always say, metal on. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay? See you. Bye.